We're going to talk about a specific type of grammar error that I'd like you guys to remember. This error is called the dangling modifier error. To start today, I gave us a fake sample sentence on the board over here. Let's read it together. Born in 1997, baseball is Craig's favorite sport. The reason that this is incorrect has something to do with the first part of this sentence. Born in 1997. Born in 1997 is what we would call an introductory clause. It introduces the sentence itself. The fancy name for that is a modifier. Now, the important thing about this specific modifier is that it's describing someone or something specific. Born in 1997, pretty obviously, describes me, describes Craig. The dangling modifier rule says this: because we're describing Craig, the subject of the sentence needs to be Craig. Currently, the subject of the sentence is baseball, which is totally incorrect. If we're looking to rephrase this sentence, we should write it as born in 1997, Craig, the subject of the sentence, loves baseball. If we wanted to talk about baseball as the first part of our sentence, we'd have to start it with something that specifically refers to baseball. Since we're talking about Craig in 1997, we start the sentence with Craig, the subject. To see this on a real SAT question, let's flip to our big blue book. I found a really good question on page 1220 of your big blue book, and it's question number 24. For some context here, I'd actually like to go back to read, starting from the novelty. Let's read it together. The novelty of this comfortable work-from-home life, however, soon got worn off quickly. Within a month, I found myself feeling isolated despite having frequent email and instant messaging contact with my colleagues. Having become frustrated trying to solve difficult problems, no colleagues were nearby to share ideas. Now, this passage stuck out to me because it was very tragically related to my current life. I don't know when this video is going to be released, but right now, I am working from home for the past month or so. To give you some context, I'm on my third peanut butter and jelly sandwich of the day. So yeah, it feels pretty worn off, but that's not what we're talking about here. Let's look at the actual sentence itself. We start off with having become frustrated trying to solve difficult problems. That's definitely a modifier or an introductory clause. What we should ask ourselves when we read something like this is who? Who is frustrated trying to solve difficult problems? Well, clearly, reading back the last few sentences, I am the one who's working from home. I found myself isolated with my colleagues. So we get hints throughout the passage that this is about me. Therefore, the subject of this sentence in number 24 should not be my colleagues. That's obviously wrong. It should be me, or I, since we're in the first person here. If we look at the choices, choice B and C, as well as A, are all examples of a dangling modifier, whereas choice D starts with I as the subject, therefore is my correct answer. This is a really good strategy to remember and look out for, because the SAT likes to sprinkle these throughout the test every once in a while. So keep an eye out.